It's your boys back again with another dropping the needle. This time, uh, me and Adam, your boy Adam Kinich, pedal artist, back here dropping the needle. Episode whatever.
Episode 3, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Oh, I'm gonna start this off early. You know what I'm saying? Before we introduce the album, I got that. You checked in on the what do I call it? Fucking field report, Memphis.
Yep.
Got that high cotton raz wheat.
Ooh, nice.
Got the dual label. It's cool.
No, nice.
Yeah.
It's just like a art piece on one side.
Yeah, it's kind of rad. It's like this whole thing
Nice.
on one side, like James and the Giant Peach with the raspberry type of thing, and then this one's like hella like I don't know, like straight edge line work type of deal. Like see the pyramid in it. And
Yeah. Nice.
it's kind of cool. It's only a 4,
Yeah.
and 110 calories. Yeah, 4%. But I accidentally bought a 6-pack of this, and I didn't. All the other beers I bought were like 4-packs. So I've been like, just keep having these. I'm like, fuck, where do they keep coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, super light.
Good daytime beer.
Oh yeah, all the day beer. Super light.
Drinking this Holy Roller. Juicy
Urban
hazy
South.
IPA.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good IPAs down here.
Okay, so Adam, this was your pick.
Yeah.
September's album was Adam's pick, and I think you should introduce it. It's 20 years old now.
20 years old, yeah. Maybe a little bit older now.
That says 2001.
Yeah,
so,
2001, yeah.
So yeah, that's about
March
5th, 2001.
So the album is...
Oh, no. Yeah.
The album is
Gorillaz.
Self-titled album.
Self-titled.
2001. I think it was released in March of 2001.
Yeah, March 26th. Recorded for a few years. Apparently recorded from December 98 to 2000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like I was listening to some interview with them and saying that they I guess collaborated, but it's like they started out, I guess, released a few songs like that were actually from previous like Blur albums, because they're also in that band Blur.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about this just off air, and before, like I was kind of like weirded out that you picked this one. So I'm like, I was like,
hey, you kind of weren't down with
it. I was like, why the fuck you picked this? So my only like, I don't know, experience with this album is shout out Sean Hall, this dude that lived down the street from me. And every time I went over there in this era, so this was like 2001, I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And we go over there and we play Super Smash Brothers, which just came out and on 64, and he'd listen to this. Like this was the shit. Yeah. I mean,
nice, yeah.
But besides that, I didn't even know you were into this band. Like,
yeah. That's crazy that you didn't know that. But I mean, I wouldn't say there's probably bigger fans of them than I am, but I mean, yeah, I'm into all of their albums pretty much. And like this one's good because it was also like, why I like it so much, it was like, 2001, it was so different from like everything else on the radio. And we're talking about, I mean, this, it's kind of like alternative, but still like kind of in the realm of indie too. It's like, fully, self-driven, project. So it was cool to see like the different types of music too, just come together. It's like you have hip hop, dub, trip hop, like punk. And it's just like, like I said, totally different from anything else on the radio. And like I remember getting this CD on a whim too, just like, oh man, this looks cool, like from the album cover, and put it in my Walkman. Took a bike ride down the street and was like, wow, this is actually a good anthem for, and I think I remember like buying it like a June or July of that 2001 summer. But
that's crazy.
That's good times. Yeah.
Right before high school.
Yeah. And like, I mean, this thing is it still holds up to this day. That's what's crazy. It's like, that's
Yeah.
definitely like one of those albums that's like, oh, of all time, for me.
Hmm. Well, that was the thing. I think we talked about it. It was like I don't think besides back then I ever listened to this all the way through, like
Yeah.
since.
Yeah. And I would say a lot of people are probably like that because I mean it only has like a couple hits, but those hits, like, dude, have you seen how successful this album was?
I mean,
When you're
I mean I'm not surprised at all, but no, I haven't seen how successful it is. But I mean, just the Clint Eastwood song alone was probably a huge ass single.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean, it's like I would say in a huge commercial success, just from actual commercials using it in their commercials and
mhm.
ads and whatnot.
Yeah, you're right. So apparently, Tomorrow Comes Today was released as an EP before the album was released, and
Yeah,
they had a video for the single as well. And then Clint Eastwood was released and crushed it. And yeah, I don't know. It's just they did a bunch of fucking videos and shit for this. It was
yeah. Well, I think it was like the whole like virtual band. You know what I mean? It's like they
mhm.
created all these different characters and drawings, and that's why like you said, it took what 6 years or something to make this album.
No, three.
The three, sorry.
Yeah. No, no. The thing that's interesting is like so on the Wikipedia for this, there's a bunch of bonus tracks for all sorts of releases.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's some of you get the imports, like Japanese import will have like three
hmm,
bonus tracks or something.
yeah,
This one, UK has two bonus. US had the standard edition had two bonus tracks.
yeah. There's two bonus tracks on this one.
US Deluxe has two bonus tracks. Korean Limited Edition has six bonus tracks.
That's crazy.
Uh, French has four. Malaysian has seven,
Wow,
and then there's unmastered versions of all of
wow.
this,
Yeah,
which are pretty cool. It actually tells you who the fuck's in the song too, which is kind of
yeah.
interesting.
That's cool.
Um, yeah, man, I don't know. There's like tons of samples on here too. Like
Yeah.
there's like a Bo Diddley sample.
Whoa, that's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, this is super weird. I didn't see all this shit before, but I mean, I think the main thing to talk about is like this is a follow up for what Damon Albarn's you know inclusion in Blur, right? He was
Yeah,
one of the dudes in Blur and
yeah,
got bored of all that commercial success and then did this. So
yeah,
it's kind of interesting. Like you're fucking legit like battling bands like Oasis like back to back for chart
yeah,
dominancy in the UK, and then you just say fuck it, and I'm gonna make
yeah,
something like this.
yeah. Do something completely different, something completely out of that realm.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you think about it, there's still aspects of Blur too that are
Oh
in
yeah.
Gorillaz. So that's what's crazy. It's like I was one thing I was looking up too is like how he was raised. I guess his parents were both like in the art world, like they did like
Mm.
set design and stuff. They were also like listening to like different crazy like types of music like African and all this different dub and reggae and stuff. So he got like a world view through music, I guess, and start
Yeah.
like mashing all those together.
Yeah. I think it's just crazy. I mean, you have other this band is huge. So
Yeah. It's huge because they like created their own persona too. I mean, that's what's so
yeah.
crazy about it. Like it's, like I said, a virtual band. That's what one thing it said on that Wikipedia thing that it was the most, as they said, our Guinness World Record for being the most successful virtual band,
It's
which
so
is
weird.
like, yeah,
One There's 12 people listed as musicians on this thing.
yeah. Because that's what's
And
crazy too. It's it's really like two people, but they like all the collaborative people they get on the albums.
yeah.
It's it's probably like hundreds of people by the once they finish a whole album.
Mm-hmm. Um yeah, I don't know. I think this also introduced a lot of people to um underrated people like Dan the Automator and Del the
Yeah,
Funky Homo Sapien.
for sure.
So I mean, I think this this album was probably the same time that Dell dropped. I know it's up here, but Dell dropped Deltron 3000,
Yeah,
and that shit was crazy. Like,
yeah,
um, yeah, Deltron. Yeah, it was released in 2000. So 3030 Deltron 3030. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway,
yeah,
I just think it's nuts that this is they're still a thing, and
yeah,
still like this album. I'm glad that you made me listen to it because it is good.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad.
It's long.
Yeah,
It's like an hour
it's long.
long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's long and it's cool too because it's like it's not whole lot of lyrics on there either. It's just mostly instrumental,
yeah,
which is
which is
crazy
pretty
too. Because
rad.
yeah, yeah,
It had good reviews like across the board. All even people like Pitchfork gave it a 7 out of 10.
yeah.
Which is saying something. They don't like
Did you,
anything.
yeah? Did you see like in the Billboard? It was like I think it came in like the top 20 for the
Uh,
year around 2001.
I'm looking at it right now. Let me see.
The
Let me
number
see.
23. Yeah, that's what it was.
No, that's just crazy. I mean, oh, weekly charts, year-end charts. That's crazy.
Yeah,
United States, yeah, U.S. Billboard, the year-end says 93, but worldwide albums 18.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, dude.
Apparently, super huge in Australia,
Yeah, I can
which
see
is
it.
kind of cool. Um, yeah, peak position U.S. top catalog albums Billboard 31 in 2005.
Wow.
This is kind of, I mean, it's just sold out the fucking frame. I'm like, it's like so they've sold so many copies of this shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Uh,
crazy.
After they broke off EMI, apparently they did a reissue of it in
Oh yeah,
2013. Yeah,
yeah,
so that's pretty cool. I mean, I mean, the standouts are obvious. Clint Eastwood is a standout, but there's always
yeah.
like 19 2000 is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Then Rock the House
Mm-hmm.
again with Delta Funky Homo Sapien.
Mm-hmm. Solid. I don't know. I don't know how much I have to say about this album, just in general.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I know what you mean.
but it's cool that the girls are still doing shit. Um,
Yeah.
it's cool. I mean,
Do you like any of the other albums, or you just like
yeah,
just
yeah. I've
never
listened
listen
to
to this
them.
one?
I've
Okay.
listened to them, but it's usually just a one through type of thing for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll check it out. And like you said, it's just kind of like it's like a big collaborative thing. It's not even
Yeah.
like
Like Plastic Beach. I don't know. I mean, I haven't looked that up, but I mean, I'm sure that's probably like the if not the more successful album or like second runner up to this one. The
mhm.
reason I picked this one is because it's like for me, it's like the introduction to what they are, I guess.
Yeah. No, this was a good pick. It's so weird and
Yeah.
so
But
I
so
don't
like
know.
kind of that time, like when you think about of like film and then back to 2001, it's like, yeah, that's, that's the shit that I liked. Like
Yeah.
most people I was around, they like that.
Yeah. I mean, I remember hearing it all over the fucking place. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. That too. Like this is weird. It was something cool, but you heard a lot of it, but not like to the degree where it was like became pop or like, it was still
mhm.
kind of like underground a little bit.
Yeah. It's just kind of, it's a weird, it's a weird song, man. I mean, not song, album, but
Yeah.
like cool. Like I dig it. It's cool, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's probably not something I'm throwing on normally.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But I don't know.
But also,
Um,
what's cool too is that it's kind of like if you think about it, the introduction to like the indie world that was about like on the cusp, I guess, of that, like because you had them, the Strokes, a bunch of other bands kind of coming out that like probably hit the charts, but like never super successful in the charts, but super successful in the indie world, and doing their
yeah,
own thing.
yeah, 100%. This is definitely around that time. Like people were talking about the Strokes a lot.
Yeah,
The Strokes, fucking probably random bands like Jet, all
yeah,
those
yeah,
guys.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
But
Oh man. But yeah, anyways, good pick.
yeah.
I think we have quite a bit to talk about as far as
other
other shit
other
that's
topics.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go check this thing out. It's 20 years
Yeah.
old, probably older than most people that are listening to these shows. Um, but anyways, go check it out. It's dope. Also check out all the other stuff that these people do, like Dell stuff,
Yeah, for sure.
Dan stuff. Like, go check out Blur. Blur, that's fucking weird, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, let's talk about other weird things,
All right.
like people just not releasing albums when they do release parties.
Yeah. What's up
Um,
with that?
I don't know, like Brett. I know. I think we talked about it last time, but like,
Yeah.
fucking.
Because
So
last time was he was like getting ready to do the release party, or he
oh,
had
that's
done
right.
one at that point, right?
I
Yeah.
think so. I think that's what we're talking about. Yeah, but anyways, multiple weeks later, Kanye West finally does. He does three
Two more. Yeah, he does
listening
two more
parties,
after. Yeah.
and
So
then
three in all, three total.
three total listening parties. Some of this shit on at the listening parties wasn't even on the final album,
Yeah.
and
Well, it
that
was
thing
like
gets released.
two or three songs were dropped from the final album that we know
I
about, I
think
guess.
I get there's probably tons, but
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's tons, but
yeah,
ones that publicly got acknowledged, I guess.
yeah. So he drops that thing, and then Drake drops "Certified Lover Boy" the next week in like some kind of response or something.
Well, they knew that they were like that's. I think they were both. Well, not both. I think one of them, Kanye West, was rushing because he knew Drake already had it like in the bag and was going to drop it at any moment. So
Yeah,
he got wind of that and decided to like, oh my gosh, let me have all these listening parties. Let me get everyone hyped up because he knew he had an unfinished project. I think,
that
and
that's
so he just
probably
drops it.
it's probably a good call actually. He man, this
That's what
album
a lot of people were
it's
speculating that though.
that's probably true, dude. I mean, I think it's funny though that like that this was planned. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
for sure. Yeah,
Like the like the
it's all
fucking
gimmick.
there's no way that Drake had a diss track towards him just chilling, you know, like just sitting on
Yeah,
the back
yeah,
burner. And
yeah,
Kanye didn't know that. Of course he
yeah,
knew that.
no,
But
for
like,
sure.
how do you do a diss track with Andre 3000 on it and not release that thing?
Yeah,
Such a bummer.
yeah. But that's what a lot of people were saying. I was reading an article where I forgot the dude's name, but it was like this electronic artist or something from like the 70s maybe
Hmm.
that he collaborated with Kanye, but like was like going on a rant about how like he like will never do it again. He was like because he recorded a bunch of stuff with them and he just like shelved it pretty much. It was like never like he was like never like he wouldn't let him like they wouldn't like really actually work together ever. It was just like him sending him stuff and like so he's like I have no idea if he even used my stuff. I could be on that album, but I have no idea.
I could be.
Yeah, and like that's what a lot of collaborators are saying that he's just
Yeah.
like kind of a nightmare.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the dude's ego is bigger than life, you know? So it's
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I don't know. I feel like it's shitty to say, and I don't agree with the whole culture behind it, but like, dude might need to get canceled here or there, just
Yeah,
to bring him down a little bit, bring him back
yeah,
to
yeah.
what's going on.
I mean, I thought people would. I mean, it's like it's all so dumb. Like, but like the third was it? So the third and final listening party, he created a whole like his. It was this childhood home that he created on Soldier Field.
Yeah,
But then he brought out Marilyn Manson, which is like no, and then the baby double no.
yeah. I'm like,
Like,
like, dude, that whole thing.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't understand the fans of like Kanye because I mean I guess I'm one of them maybe, but but like some of the stuff I don't agree with. Like yeah, bringing out Marilyn Manson through all his like legal drama that he's got going on, and then same thing with the baby. It's like
Yeah,
come on, man, you should know
it's
better.
yeah. He's just he's He's
But I
jumping
think
and getting the fucking hype train on him, like he wants the
yeah,
news, he wants it,
yeah. He's trying to play the hype train, and also like the like I think his concept for this album seems to be like the devil on my shoulder, but I'm like Christian or something.
Yeah. It's like you think he's doing this whole thing like have a fucking like dedication album to his mom, right? And
Yeah.
then like half of it is just
If you
like,
didn't know about the opening track, who it was about.
oh my god. Yeah.
down to down to down to.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know he said it like as many times as his mom was alive, like years and years.
Oh,
And so okay, so like if you don't know that and you're like listening to this, I'm like, why is this motherfucker just saying Donda over and over and
I mean,
over and over
yeah,
and over?
yeah.
I'm like,
Figure
this
there's a
is so
reason.
weird,
Yeah,
Like this is like some I'm walking through a museum and they ask you to put on headphones type of shit for, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
Like, raise your hand when you hear the beep.
Right? Like you're getting a fucking hearing test.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was just like, I don't even think I finished it, the whole thing. It's like an hour and a
Yeah, I
half
didn't
long.
either. I listened to it when we were on our evacuation
No, there you
trip.
go.
Yeah. But we were driving through, going to see my parents from Heber to Arkansas, which is about a 2 hour drive, and I listened to it. Chelsea like passed out. And
Yeah.
then, so I listened to it, but it was, I don't know. It was like, yeah, there's a few songs that were all right, but yeah, for the most part, it was just like skip.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm not into it, like but you
Yeah.
put like dope ass people on it. Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
wasn't like Benny the Butcher on there for a minute.
Yeah.
And like
Project Pat.
was he?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Drake's album.
We'll talk about Drake's in a second. Yeah. But like, yeah, this dude's putting like, some fucking Griselda shit on there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, bring out the Griselda shit
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like real rap, and then
Yeah.
it's just like chanting and whatever for
Yeah.
an
A lot of
hour.
God. Yeah. Trying to be gospel, I don't know.
I was just like, man,
Just
this
too
is
much.
I
Too
can't.
much. And like, too much. Like, no, like what we were just talking about the other day. But yeah, like, there's just not a whole lot of beats either. Like, you would think, it's usually pretty beat driven. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's weird to not have any, like, oh man, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Just, you could tell it just seemed unfinished, like listening to it.
yeah, man, and it's just like the one thing that caught me about it was, well, there's a couple of things that caught me about it, but it was like there's no there's no radio song, there's no club
Yeah.
banger, there's nothing to dance to. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going
I
for
guess,
with this.
but
Yeah, I just don't know what he's going for with this album,
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, fuck it. It's probably unfinished. Probably all
Well,
those
did
rumors
you
are
also,
right.
but did you also see that he came out with that device, that musical device or whatever that has
Oh God, yeah.
okay,
Fucking
so like,
basically a Walkman only loaded with Donda, and that's it.
yeah, but it's like, but you can strip the song down, I guess, and remix it your own way, whatever. I mean, it's a cool concept for $35, not for $200.
Yeah. Listen, no, fuck that. All right, Adam, I'm gonna let you pick my next beverage. Get to pick purple or blue. This
I'm
is
gonna
purple.
go. Okay, I'm gonna
They
go
look
with the
the same
purple.
kind of.
I'm gonna go with the purple.
Okay. So purple is that Flimber by Wiseacre Brewing Company.
What is Flimber?
Flimber is really good,
It's
actually.
like a red.
Summertime hazy juicy IPA.
Nice.
And it comes in at a I made this mistake a couple of days in a row. I keep thinking it comes in at a 6, but it's a 6.9.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
6 to 9, you know what I'm saying? And the other one in this chandelier hugger is Wiseacre's Lord Skylark. It's
nice.
Pale ale with Earl Grey tea.
Nice.
It comes in at 6.
That's awesome, dude.
It's
really good to see them making some new beers, man. I told you like we
All
can get
right.
some Weizsäcker down here, but it's just like the basic like tiny bomb and like Ananda
This
and
Flimber
the
though,
yeah, no,
this is the business right here.
yeah,
Telling you, Flimber's what's up.
looks good.
And it's also, I think, yeah, this is the one I poured out on the field report yesterday that I did.
Okay,
This might be the haziest beer I've ever seen in my
oh
whole
yeah,
life. Yeah, like
nice.
check how thick this thing is.
Oh wow, yeah,
Like straight up, it looks like a
it
blended
looks like
banana or something.
yeah, 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 yeah. I was gonna say
It's thick.
thick,
That's a thick
real
boy.
thick. That's a
The
thick
real
ass
thick.
boy.
That's a thick boy.
That's a thick ass boy.
It's real good though.
Nice.
Um.
I haven't had
Anyways,
any like new good IPAs recently. Like I don't know, man. It's just been kind of weird down here. Like there hasn't been
yeah.
a whole lot of variety. Just kind of like local shit, and that's about it.
Well, when the world's trying to destroy the city you live in, there's probably
Yeah,
not
I
going
know,
to be
right?
that much beer
Yeah, I
production.
know, right? Yeah, dude. Yeah.
um. So, yeah, let's talk about the other side of that coin.
All right.
So Drake's album, Certified Lover Boy, worst cover
Week
art
later.
ever,
Yeah.
comes
No
out.
thought.
Yeah, I'm just what is this? Okay. There is a few songs on it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Still way too long.
Way too
Way
long.
too long. And then you see people, I know we talked about this when you're in the car, but you have a song with Project Pat where you have him on there for 10 seconds. And then the rest of the song is just you. And what is it? Was it Trippy Red or somebody?
The 21 Savage, I think.
21
Right.
Savage doing
Yeah.
doing his flow, doing Project's
Yeah.
flow the whole song. I'm just like, dude, why wouldn't you put him at the end or something? Like, why wouldn't you like give him a verse?
Yeah. That's how they do Project Pat though. They don't really like give him the time.
I really don't. It's
It was
just
good to see him on that Blood Orange album though. Like when he did,
oh yeah,
that
yeah.
Gold Teeth.
That shit was
He got a
hard.
couple of lines, yeah.
Um, dude, Project Pat. I got all right. So this past, no, when was it? 2019, maybe 29. I think that's 2019, right before all of the world started to burn. 36
Late
Mafia.
2019.
Yeah, 36 Mafia announces that they're gonna. Yeah, I had to wear a hoodie. It was cold, so yeah. They say they're gonna do a reunion tour. Them
Yeah.
and all of the living members of 36 plus the what they call it, hypnotized camp posse. So like Lil White,
Yeah.
what's it called? Project Pat's in there, LaChat, all these people, right?
Yeah.
And they say they're going to do this big show, and there's going to be a couple. They did a warm up show at some festival in Atlanta, and then there was like one more. I think in between that was another warm up type of thing, and then the third stop, and like it was supposed to be like a homecoming type thing.
Yeah.
Was in Memphis. Was outside of Memphis. So it was at the Landers Center in Mississippi, but it's basically Memphis. So
Yeah. Kind of.
kind of just really. It's just like this shitty, bro. This shit.
Yeah.
The Landers Center. I'm gonna shit on Landers Center. The Landers Center is legit like worse than a high school gym. Like it's
Jeez.
fucking trash.
Yeah. Well, it used to be something else, right? They just somewhat redid it.
I don't know what the fuck it was.
15
It's
years ago or
awful.
something.
It's so bad. Like it's the worst venue I've ever been to.
But that's like where the minor league hockey team used to play, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It might work for that. It doesn't work for a
Yeah, it's
concert.
that, and then like now it became. I don't know if they. I mean, we don't have it anymore. I don't think, but there was like a minor league basketball team, like the not minor league, but like the G League team or whatever, like the practice squad shit.
Oh no,
That was that they played there for a while too. It was called Memphis Hoops. But yeah.
Hoops. Were
think
they
so.
and were they like an and one team?
No, they were like it was just like a G League. So it was like they were technically NBA, but like deep roster, like NBA
Oh, okay.
players. So they would go
Just to keep
like one
active
and
or whatever.
yeah, like 1 and 2 year guys.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. So I go there and we see this show. There's supposed to be the openers were supposed to be DMX.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. DMX. Uh, fucking. Oh my god! Why did I just blank on it? Bone Thugs and Harmony, and then the whole 3-6 thing.
Yeah.
DMX that day cancels and checks
Yeah, he's up.
himself into
Yeah.
rehab. I'm fucking bummed. Okay, because would have loved to see DMX. Okay,
X gonna give it to you.
bro, this whole stage thing, like his whole performance thing, is like such myth or whatever. Like he
Yeah.
come out drinking like some shit that looks like blood, barking and shit. I'm like, yes, let's fucking do that.
Full dog collar.
Bro, yeah, yeah. Like, let's go. Let's do that. So he checks himself into rehab. That's, I think, the last performance he was ever scheduled to do.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But
That's super weird.
anyways, he doesn't show up. And in his place are the fucking Yin Yang twins. So that went, I was like, all right, okay. The Whisper song. Oh shit. Yeah, these motherfuckers. Oh my god. Wild, bro. Wild. Anyway,
Sure.
they did their thing. Bone Thugs come out, do their thing. 3-6 comes out. At a certain point, like there's so many motherfuckers in that crew. They're like all like around the stage. It's like a circle stage, right?
Yeah.
And they're at one point, like they let kind of everybody shine on their own, because everybody's got solo shit too.
Yeah.
So the fucking Juice is out there with a full-on fur coat, like to the floor.
Yeah.
It's like Pimp Chalice, the whole thing. Looking ridiculous. And Project Pat's in a fucking Gucci tracksuit, like ready to go, like do-rag on, like with his wife, like just hanging out. Yeah. And he gets on stage and the whole place fucking erupts. Like
nice.
Like way gnarlier than everybody else so far.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is the best shit I've ever seen. Like,
yeah,
no one gives this dude enough respect. Like none of them
definitely don't. That's what's crazy, but they want to like kind of like steal the style and like, or make references to him, but like never just like let him like here's like a whole song for you, or like,
right? Yeah, but I don't know. Just we're not gonna let him not have his shine. Fuck it. Project Pat can have his shine on this show all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, craziest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like the most bullshit place I've ever seen a show.
Yeah.
It should have been at the Forum. It would have been nuts.
Yeah. That's what's crazy is like when I worked on that Drake music video, Worst Behavior, like Juicy J and Project Pat make an appearance in it.
Yeah.
And like, dude, because it was shot on MLK Boulevard. So like all the kids coming up from high school, like were running by, and like when Juicy J and Project Pat showed up, dude, they went nuts. They didn't give a shit about Drake.
No. There was like, it's like those dudes are like legit legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hometown
legends. You see those motherfuckers, you're like, and Project's huge. Like he's a big dude,
Yeah. No, yeah, he used to come in Whole Foods all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see him.
I still think
juice.
I still think about that night that Dill got to hang out with him at that weird sushi place.
Yeah.
This place is so dark. Okay.
The Dirty Dova.
Yeah, in Dover, this sushi place. Dill was working at like as a busboy or some shit. And Project show, they had some hip hop night or something, and every week. So weird at a sushi place. And it was so weird. And Dill was like, Project showed up and he ended up hanging out with him and took a picture with him. And I'm telling you, the place is so fucking dark. The only thing you can see in the picture is like Dill's teeth and his teeth. Yeah. And Dill's teeth are like whatever. And Project's teeth are fucking gold as fuck. And just shining.
I think I've seen that photo.
That's great.
It's good. It's good stuff.
But yeah, shout out to Project.
Yeah.
I think there's some other shit that we should talk about that I haven't even So speaking of,
You good?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So I tried this like nose thing, and it's like supposed to help you with snoring. So like if I have a few beers, I tend to snore more for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Or
So
any drinking really, but
yeah, right. So
yeah.
anyways, having a few beers last night, I'm like, I'm gonna try this nose thing out. And it's like this little strip thing that and it has like these pockets. It's supposed to like hold your fucking nostrils open.
It's got like a
And
breathe right strip, but
no, but it's like a thing you put in your fucking
yeah,
nose.
I know what you're talking
It's like two hoops, and then they attach in the middle so they don't fucking go straight up in your brain.
about.
And bro, they I don't know what I did, but I slept on them weird, and they like my fucking nose is hurt the whole day.
Yeah.
I tend to sleep like face down, so it's like I'm dead. And this shit, I woke up because it hurt. Like my fucking face hurt.
I bet, dude. Oh wow.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so
So it did help you?
no, I woke Meg up 3 times last night, apparently.
Yeah, dude.
But I wanted to tell you about this thing that happened today. um, so me and Meg we decided we're gonna go. We're trying to find some like holiday decorations and shit, right?
Mm.
So we go out to this. Look at this. This is the way you answer it. So we go out to this Michael's, all the like way the fuck away, and on the way there, there's this mall that's been there for 50 years. Okay, and it's half of it's abandoned. Okay, and we're like, we should get like we passed it a billion times. Like, we should go in there. We should go in there. Like,
Yeah.
there's stores. There's a couple stores. So we're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, let's go. And so we go down the thing, and on the way back, we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go in this fucking mall. Let's see what's up with the fucking mall these days.
Yeah.
So we go in this mall, bro.
What was in there?
If I tell you, all right, I'm gonna hit you with a scene right now. This shit looked like this shit looked like, and Adam is probably the only person who's gonna get this reference. This shit looked like Hollywood 20 in 1999 color scheme. The whole fucking thing.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
90, like, all right, for all you kids that don't know, not think of a 90, think of the mall in Stranger Things. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And we walk in and we're like nothing is name brand. Like no store.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sure.
they're fucking no store, bro. It was like I was like, what is this place? You know, like this is nuts. Like I wish I could remember some of the names of the places, but they're just like
Route 21.
yeah. Like the only thing, yeah. Just like weird stuff. Like the little kids slide looked like it had like shit all over it, like actual shit. There's no one clean, just brown streaks
Wow.
down the
Yeah.
whole thing.
It was like
somebody's-
that. Did you ever go to that mall back in the day that was in
Yes.
Lakeland?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. It's like that.
it was like that. 100% like that. Just stores
Like a
closed
Pottery
up.
Barn, and like that's about it.
Dude, 100%. There's a Dillard's and a JC Penney. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And bro, and like a shit slide and a fucking city gear and
Yeah,
some
of
other
course.
weird shit.
Yeah.
But I was just like, what is this place? And we're walking around and we walk up to this fucking there's a Hot Topic in there. I was like I haven't been in a Hot Topic in a good decade. Easy.
Yeah.
I was like, let's see what the kids are banging in some Hot Topic. Bruh, I'm not
Can't do
fucking
it.
around with you. There were multiple Linkin Park t-shirts in there.
I'm
Straight
sure.
up. Like Rob Zombie. Like
Yeah. I mean, it's like I feel like the
I
shit
was
that
just-
hasn't changed in like 20 years, probably.
Well, dude, bruh. So we walk in and Meg said the same thing. She was like, this is like a fucking flashback. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in my childhood right now. This is weird. It's like their stock hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't.
The same
probably
shit.
like they probably made a bunch of that shit like back in like 2001 and like early 90s or late 90s.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh crap, we still have all this shit left over.
I was tripping. I was like, this
It's like
is
an endless
crazy,
supply.
dude. Like crazy amount of shit in here. Like
Yeah.
Anyway, they had this dope David Bowie shirt that I was trying to get, but they didn't have my size. So I
Oh
might have
damn.
to do that online. It was sick. It was like an Aladdin Sane shirt, but it was kind of like,
Oh nice.
but it wasn't that. It wasn't that shirt. It was like, it was like it though. It was pretty cool.
Oh, it was just like the face or something.
It was weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't know. It's very similar, but it was like a translucent type of looking thing. It was kind of cool.
Oh.
Speaking of translucent, this is not. It's fucking orange juice.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd hit you with that flashback.
Yeah. Hot topic.
It was wild. Then we went to a Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah. That place hasn't changed either.
Bro, they're just selling straight up like sex toys in there in the back. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I mean, that's what they used to do back in the day.
Yeah, I know, but it felt like half for real sex store. Like,
Really.
yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like,
too much.
I was like, wow, this is graphic. Some of this stuff, like, not hiding it at all.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well, there's little kids fucking running around playing with the weird fake poop and shit. Like, just like fucking. Yeah. All right, don't run into the dildos in the back.
Yeah. They're just putting each other on each other's foreheads, playing unicorns.
Unicorn spike. Unicorn jousting. Dicks. That's what's up. I don't know. I think. Do you have any weird topics?
Not really. It was just like both albums were pretty lackluster, right? You would agree?
Yeah, I think so. I think. I mean, Drake's probably going to use that fucking Project Pat song as a single.
Yeah. I think he already has pretty much. Yeah. So it just kind of caught on pretty fast.
Yeah. But besides that, yeah, it's nothing. Dude, I haven't seen anything that's popped up that I've really been psyched on in a minute, which is kind of bumming me out.
I know. Yeah. There was a couple out there like a few months ago, but yeah, like in the summer or like late summer, but like since then it's like kind of like what's going on?
Yeah. This whole I mean, like the Fatboy Slim shit that he's been putting out every week is pretty cool.
It's pretty good. That there's like 6 now, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty good too. Like,
yeah, they are.
So we're talking about Fatboy Slim has been putting out like a mixtape series on streaming services. Pretty cool. Pretty rad. They're like themed too, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right. What hit you with another throwback? I know you didn't listen to it today. But I got to give some shout outs to a couple of things I've been listening to. I think it's worth noting. The fuck? Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah.
The mic didn't pick it up.
Sound like a firework went off my fucking house.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think it's worth noting. Radiohead's Kid A and it's Kid Amnesia thing is coming out.
Yeah.
In October, November or something, which is kind of cool.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like combines a bunch of those older albums and gives some like extra shit
and some like B-sides and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Or some unreleased tracks. Yeah.
It sounds. I saw it on. The debut of that thing was on a PlayStation. PlayStation fucking or Sony, I don't know, video. It's like a video game like thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I think there's a video game kind of attached to it. I don't know though.
I saw I think it was like their Instagram, right? Or like, I don't know if it's the same ad you saw, but it was like them taking like 2 CDs. Right? It was kind of cool. It was like
video.
Yeah, this was too. It was like a video, like ad or whatever on their Instagram. It was like a white background. It was just like them taking the 2 CDs and like trying to push them together, like shove them together, and then it comes like one.
No, this was like a full like a video game, like video, like multiple minutes.
Gotcha.
And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because it was like it started off with like the Kid A, like the start of Kid A, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Who got licensed Kid A on this shit?" Like. So that was a video game.
That's cool.
And then turns out it's like not a video game. It's just pretty dope. Um,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. Also, I don't know, but I know you do it every week too. But every week on Fridays when music drops, I usually look at them in Apple Music, and then I look at see all, because like
Yeah.
they only list the ones that have been um,
Hyped up.
well hyped up. I think people pay for those slots. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. It just depends on probably they have like a deal with them too. A lot of times they have
Yeah,
like exclusive deals with Apple Music. They'll
yeah,
like make banners and stuff. That's what they did for Kanye's album.
yeah. So I think that like they do that, but they pay for like the placement of where they are in
Yeah.
like the scroll
Yeah.
of the albums. So
Mhm.
I ended up hitting see all so I can see all the random shit that pops up. Like
Yeah.
because there's a bunch of albums that people probably don't
Yep.
listen to because they're
Oh, for
not
sure.
shown,
They don't
you
go
know.
that deep. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, something hit me from this same era, which the Gorillaz, like that time frame, and it was Thrice's new album, Horizons East, and I was like, all right, fuck it, you know, I'm just doing some like data input today. I'll listen to this. You know, this is some shit I used to listen to back in the day. Bro, I ended up listening to that shit all day, like
Nice.
over and over. And there's some like there's some random, like they're not just some like post hardcore band anymore or whatever. They're
Yeah.
like you know, like a full on, there's like different genres in there. There's like I was telling you, like there's some like jazz shit in there at some point. Like there's like a jazz breakdown in one
Huh.
of the songs. Really weird.
That's crazy. I wonder, yeah, maybe they just like, yeah, started to change
Yeah.
genres, maybe.
Well, they did this thing back in the day called the Alchemy Index, and it was like two albums, and one was like, I'm gonna fuck this up, but it's probably one was like Fire, Earth, and one was like Water and Air or something.
Yeah.
And it was like supposed to be a set, like the Alchemy Index, and they released them I think back to back years or something,
Mm.
and those were really weird. Those were like all sorts of genres, right? Like they weren't fitting into anything. But and then homie, the new, I mean the lead singer guy has done like solo shit and like
Yeah.
acoustic albums and like all sorts. So
Yeah. Yeah. When you like text me about that, I didn't even know that they were still active. Like, I was like, oh, wow.
me either. I was tripping. I was like, oh hell yeah, like I'll listen to this.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, anyways, another weird story. So I was listening. I was talking about this Gogol Bordello shirt to Adam, and that Meg got me, and I was talking about it in the car or something with her, and later on in the day, last night, uh, I was like flipping through. We were watching like Hot Ones or something on YouTube, and on one of my suggested watches was a Gogol Bordello concert,
Nice.
but it wasn't just a concert. It was Gogol Bordello with Madonna.
Oh, wait, I've seen that. I think I've seen some of that.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was like apparently they did a they came out and did like a song with Madonna at some benefit show in like
Yeah.
2007,
Hmm.
and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, I ended up watching. It's like 7 minutes long, but I was like,
Yeah.
I want to watch this. Like, this is
Yeah.
too weird not to watch.
Yeah.
So go search that. It's very strange. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Madonna come out at did you watch any of the VMAs?
No.
Dude, we
First
had
of
to,
all,
man. We had
fir-
to just to see how bad it was.
first of all, the VMAs. So I was in Memphis during the VMAs for
Yeah.
our boy Young Chase Porter's wedding,
Yeah.
and it was
Congrats.
during the VMAs, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't have seen it. But during like the day when the TV's on, kept seeing ads for it, and I'm like, I don't
It
think I
was so
know
bad.
anybody that's gonna be in
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah. And I mean, that's things they knew that. I think that's why they tried to throw like Madonna in there. You know what I mean? And like that kind of stuff. I mean, she was really the only one that was like probably from that era that was there, or they like gave an award Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, but
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I heard
that's
them say
about it.
the legendary Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
That's, that's how they were marketing it. It's like the Foo Fighters have been around for like 10 years.
Nah, they've been around for like 20, at least
I
20
know.
years, 25
For a
years.
long time. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But
I
that's the thing
just
is, like, yeah, like even he was like, oh man, I feel old to get a like legendary award or whatever.
yeah. He's like, he's not that old. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's old, probably.
But yeah, I mean, they've been around since the 90s,
Yeah,
95,
and I
96.
mean, yeah, motherfucker was in Nirvana too. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been
It
around
was
a
like
minute.
91. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, like, he's probably only like 60, maybe
No, he's
55.
probably 50. I would say 55, probably mid 50s.
Yeah, he's not that old.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
like the fucking I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just weird. The whole thing was weird. I'm kind of glad I missed it. But what was it
Yeah. I
like?
mean, it was just, I mean, it was a, the same shit. Like, it's just gotten worse because, yeah, like you said, it's just nobody that and it's like all like, let me shake my ass, like
Yeah.
shit off some fireworks. And then, like,
Oh,
we
no.
watched the Lil Nas X thing was kind of funny, though. Because it's
What-
like,
what
just
was it?
absurd, like, trying to look like he's like pregnant and stuff. I can't remember exactly what
shit,
happened, but
really?
yeah, and he had like some sparkly suit on, yeah, like one piece. And he was like twerking and shit. It's like,
You know what?
just, he's trying to just ruffle feathers, which I mean,
Yeah.
good for him. Like,
You know what? I like that he's doing that shit. Like, I'm not really a fan, but like I like that he's
Yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
saying like fuck all you guys, you know?
well, then, like, did you see the billboards and stuff that he released for his album?
No.
They were like, call if are you gay, you could win compensation. It's like, call Montreal, whatever the album name is.
Montero?
And it was, yeah, Montero. And it was like him. That's like a lawyer. But they were like all
Really?
these billboards that were like saying different things. Like, yeah, it was
That's
pretty
funny.
good. It's like, shout out to his marketing team.
Yeah.
And how about like the shoes he came out with too, right? With the blood.
Oh yeah, the fake ass blood. Yeah.
So
Well,
there's like blood drops in the Nike Air Max shoes or whatever. The
yeah.
bubble part. But then, like, so everybody gave him so much shit about it, and then Tony Hawk does it for a skateboard.
Yeah. But
Like,
there's two differences between this, okay? So the Air Max thing, I thought it was kind of interesting that he did that. But like
Yeah.
the Air Max thing was not his blood. I think it was like
yeah,
it was like fake blood.
yeah,
The Tony Hawk thing was actually his blood.
yeah.
And it went all to charity. Like
Yeah.
the shoes did
Yeah.
not. So there's
Yeah,
a big difference
Yeah.
there.
yeah. Well, supposedly they were though. I thought like originally,
Oh, it's supposed to go to charity?
hmm
Oh,
but
okay.
who knows? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't know.
I thought so because I know they were like limited edition too.
Yeah. Either way, he got
But-
sued.
But
like a
well, yeah, the
motherfucker.
reason he got sued is because he didn't have Nike's permission, which is like anything with like custom Nikes. But
yeah.
But also too, it's like when that happened, you would think that they would go after more people than what just him. There's tons of
Yeah.
people that make their own like custom Nikes that are like making thousands of dollars off
Yeah.
of it.
Looking at you, shoe doctor, LA,
Yeah,
or shoe surgeon, whatever the fuck your name is. That guy.
yeah.
I met that
Yeah.
dude. I met
Yeah, he
this
told me
dude.
that, yeah,
It's fucking weird story. I met him at a shoe release party, and he was like handing out fucking cards for people, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay you to fuck with my shoes. Like, I'm just gonna skate these shoes. No.
yeah.
Anyway, weird ass guy, but props to him. Fuck it, whatever.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, dude.
dude, I don't know. Is there anything that you're looking forward to for the rest of the year, like as far as music wise?
I'm trying to think. I don't know, man. I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Yeah,
I know there's some stuff coming out, but I just
Yeah.
can't think.
I was really looking forward to that Drake and that Kanye, but
Yeah, I know. I mean, that was super hyped
Such
up
a-
for.
such a letdown. I mean, personally, I know all you fucking hype beasts, whatever, are gonna shit on this, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, personal letdown. I don't. Didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Gorillaz, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Gorillaz. I think they definitely set the stage for some shit to come out, some random bands and whatever. Like it was like definitely a turning. For people who weren't around in 2000, 2001, it was a weird time for music.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. That's what I'm saying. It was like felt like a transition or something at that point. Like everything was kind of starting to find its own way, and
Hmm.
like I said, the indie world was definitely growing at that point, but
Yeah.
still, like nobody wasn't really there. But
Hmm. Yeah. Remember a lot of shit like Interpol
yeah,
and
that's the thing. A lot of like stuff from overseas too. That's what I was gonna mention. Is that it was like my kind of introduction to bands from overseas.
mhm. Yeah,
But
Interpol, fucking Radiohead,
yeah,
um, a lot of these bands, fucking Coldplay,
yeah,
like the poppier side of stuff.
yeah.
Um, all that shit, man. The fucking who's had a big comeback in the last couple of weeks, 2 weeks. Fucking speaking of UK bands, Keen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I was tripping. I've heard um fucking place where we belong or whatever the fuck that song is.
Hmm. Yeah, which is like
And
covered by everybody and everyone.
yeah, and bed shaped multiple times in the last month
Huh.
on TV shows. And I'm like,
Yeah, I have too. But I mean, this thing's. I feel like that song goes through phases like that though,
but
where
it's so
it's
weird.
almost like a stock song that they're like, roll that
Yeah,
one back. Like,
that's what I'm saying though. But it's so old. It's
yeah, I
like
know it is old.
I mean, love
Yeah,
that
at
album.
least that's all over. I mean, that's probably at least 25 years old, huh?
Probably,
I
it's
mean, it could
got to
have came
be.
around 2001. It could have been like 2000, 2001. I
Some
remember
it's
listening
probably
to it
it's
in
two
middle school.
thousands for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that dude, I remember actually funny story about me and you. We were on. Speaking of Keen, we were on that adventure to Bonnaroo in 2006, and then went straight to fucking Warp Tour that next weekend.
Yeah.
In between that time, um, Keen's second album, I think it's called Sea Change or some shit.
Yeah.
It's the one with like the weird like Russian art or whatever on it.
Uh-huh.
That came out, and I made you go to the fucking record store with me to get it, and you were like, "This is some bullshit. Why are you taking me here?" And we also saw some weird. We went to like an IMAX or something. I think we saw like Lucha Libre or some shit.
Yeah. Lucha
Or
Libre.
yeah, Nacho Libre. Yeah.
Jack Black playing the wrestler. Yeah. Dude, remember I got sick as shit though? Like I got super dehydrated.
Oh, dude, you were in a rough shape. It
Yeah,
was
it
the
was
most
bad.
sunburned I've ever been in my life, too.
Yeah.
Look like a fucking lobster.
Yeah. Gets too hot out there.
Man,
How about Bonner having to cancel this year because
that's
of too
why.
much rain?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up. So, so many weird. I mean, it, I'm glad they did though, bro. Like for
Yeah,
real.
that was a good call.
So yeah, Bonner, we've gotten hit back to back to back. Hurricanes and well, you guys have, but the rain comes
Yeah,
up our
yeah,
way.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is like it was produced more rain like in the once it went more northeast than actually like the Louisiana coast.
Yeah,
It was more like wind damage and devastation, but in some parts. But
yeah. So fucking yeah, it got rained out, which is nuts.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, but I think it's probably for the best, bro. Like COVID's
yeah.
not slowing
It's
down.
just tough. Yeah, it's just tough, man. Like spending all that money from preparations and then like it's
Yeah,
like, oh, it's a wash again.
people were pissed, like
Yeah, I'm sure.
really pissed.
Yeah.
But
But I mean,
it's a
it's like if
good
you're
thing
going to a
though.
festival right now, you kind of have to like take it one day at a time. I mean,
Hmm.
it's not a given that these festivals are going to keep going on.
That's true.
Just like,
It's kind of crazy.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be fun. Maybe we should do it one year. Like go back to some like one of these festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Like
podcast there.
I'll do it every
All
day.
right.
Like
Yeah.
fuck yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Live from
I thought about going to a festival, but like, I don't know, man. I'm down to like, I feel like there's still a few that I haven't seen yet, that I'm like, I don't know, like
you've never been to Coachella or
Coachella
I would love to
or,
go to Outlands in
yeah,
SF. That'd be cool.
yeah, for sure. And then, or Austin City Limits.
Yeah. And I got some friends in Austin now. We can stay with them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They live like in Austin, like in the
Oh,
fucking
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So that could be
Then
cool.
there's like a couple at like the Carolinas or something,
Oh
or like
yeah, sure.
Louisville. Yeah,
Yeah. But I don't know. I still think my favorite festival is Lollapalooza in Chicago.
yeah, definitely, because it's like it's fun because it starts. It's a good chunk of time because it's like you're able to like go to the festival, but also like experience the city too because it doesn't start super early and
Yeah,
it doesn't go super late.
exactly.
So
And there's active things to do as far
yeah,
as like they tell you things to do.
yeah,
Like you can sign up for after shows and all sorts of
yeah,
shit.
definitely, yeah.
Which I think that was so
The
me and
best
Adam got
part,
to
yeah,
go, yeah, me and Adam got to go to an after show and it was the most fun thing that we did the whole weekend, I think.
yeah. We went to a couple though, like
You
that
did?
year. Yeah, yeah. That year we went to like two or three of them or something.
Really? I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
When
I
we
think
went
so.
to what was the one we went to?
We went to Digitalism.
That was sick.
Yeah,
Yes. But yeah, no, it was
Lincoln. I
cool.
think it was called Lincoln Hall. That
Yeah,
place was pretty sick.
it was cool. Weird venue. Like really
Yeah, super weird
small, but
venue.
like packed. It's really
Yeah,
strange. But reminds me of like a few venues in LA that are like just like that. It's
yeah.
like you have a bar in the front and then there's a bar that like
Mm-hmm.
mirrors it on the back end. And
Yeah,
then there's a stage in the back. Like that's
yeah,
it. But that was cool. Um
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The whole idea of going to a festival these days is like kind of weird.
Yeah. Just like yeah, you don't know. It's like, am I dumb for going? You know, like it's like, but we're all vaccinated, but does it matter? And that's what I mean. That is what's interesting is that there's like there's like one this weekend, that Riot Fest or whatever. It's
Mm,
like all the metal bands and hardcore bands and stuff. It's in
yeah.
Chicago too. So that's what's like, yeah, Chicago. It's like, it's going to be a good case study to see. Like, you had Lollapalooza, now this one to see how many people actually catch COVID, which hopefully none.
Hmm.
But
Yeah. It's weird though. It's a weird time.
yeah,
I don't, dude. You know what's one thing that I regret so much, but I know it wasn't possible at the time. It probably was, but it probably wasn't. Is going to Lollapalooza in 2007. Um,
what was it, in 2007?
Daft Punk
Oh, yeah, yeah,
on the Live 2007 tour, and it was
yeah,
only a few. It wasn't a long tour,
yeah,
but it was like legit one thing I regret.
yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. They say they were retired, but dude, I think they'll be back. I think
You
at
think so?
2027 they'll have a reunion.
2027. You gotta wait.
Yeah, because you think of like Homework and all those albums came out in 96 or 97. So yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be first. I don't give a fuck how much the tickets are. I
Yeah,
really
right. I
don't.
know. Yeah. We'll go together. We'll go together.
All right. I really do not give a fuck like
Yeah.
how
I
much
don't
they
either.
are.
I don't either.
I'll spend $5,000 on these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I don't give a
No
shit.
more though. No more than five.
No,
No. 10, 15, 20.
it's a little too high.
No, they won't be that much, but
Yeah. Just realized I haven't had that much water today.
that's
Or
not good,
food.
dude. That's not good, bro.
No, no. Well, it's not good after these 2 beers I just had.
Damn, dude, I just had one.
Oh no.
I know.
I know. Sound all right though. Oh shit.
Like fading out. Like I'm okay.
No, I'm good, bro. Oh
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Okay. Well, anyways, I think
Yeah,
that's all for this episode. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it's been your boys Adam Connection Fat Artist. Let's drop in the needle. Come back next time. We're not gonna reveal what the next album
But
is yet.
but it's your pick though. This time,
It's my pick.
right?
We're not
Yeah.
gonna reveal what it is yet.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is? You just haven't.
I have an idea,
Okay.
but I don't know if you're into it yet. So
Oh,
we
tell
have
me.
to talk about it.
Well, yeah. We'll
All
talk
right.
about it later.
It's your new boys. Yeah.